Hey guys, so I am back with another video today. This is going to be on the Amrezy? I don't really know if I'm saying that right. Matter is this one. I'm going to be testing this out and doing a first impressions on this. I'm also going to be looking at the Soft Glam palette. It's got that, what is this? It's like a velvet kind of feeling, real soft. What's it called? Material on the front, and I really love this stuff. It gets dirty, but I really love it. I think it's cute. And you open it up and you've got gorgeous shades that you can use any day, and some are a repeat from the Modern Renaissance, as I'm sure you guys have heard, but I love this palette. This is probably my most favorite palette that Anastasia has come out with, and it comes with this brush. I think this brush kind of sucks already. I'm gonna try it out, but personally I don't like it. The one side is just like a blending side. The other is this like chunky, I don't even know what this is. I guess another blending side. I would have wanted to see more of a shader brush, kind of like to put on like eyeshadow, more like flat synthetic brush to apply the glittery shadows in this, but that's okay. I also kind of just put it against my eye, and I can tell you, in my opinion, it feels really rough, so I don't know. And then of course Amrezy, whatever this is, it's gorgeous. This is like the prettiest packaging for a highlighter ever. You've got the rose gold, Anastasia of the stars, and then this is even rose gold around it. It might look silver on camera, but it's rose gold. And then I love like the waves in the highlighter. I think it's so pretty. So I am going to be testing these out today, doing a first impression. I waited until I got the palette just so I could use both the Soft Glam and the highlighter together. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and why I don't have my eyes or any highlight on. So if you would like to see what I think about these two products, then just keep on watching. So first, I've already primed my eyes. I've already put my base on. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes first. So I think I'm going to try and use the brush just for the sake of the first impression, and I'm going to see how it performs. I think I'm going to use burnt orange, and I really love this color. So I'm just going to take the fluffy side, and it looks like you need to tap very lightly into these shadows because there's a little bit of fallout if you press too hard. And oh my gosh, my eyeshadow primer looked great. Hold on a second, y'all. I didn't realize it had creased like that. My eyeshadow primer has like never done that before, so it's super weird. But yeah, it looks like there's like fallout with these shadows, but in my opinion, fallout is not a big deal. A lot of people dunk their brushes into things and they just press too hard. I mean, even people who swear that they don't, I'm sorry, but I feel like it's super obvious sometimes when people press way too hard into the shadow. Like, obviously there's a lot of fallout, so don't treat it like a normal shadow. So like for this one, for example, I'm going to use this to set my eyeshadow primer. So I'm just lightly, barely tapping my brush in there. I'm gonna sweep that over the lid, and I have a lot of pigment from that because it is a more softly packed shadow, I think, is why it does that, I'm assuming. And I barely have any dust around the eyeshadow from where I dunked it in there because I didn't do it very hard. So you just have to be more gentle with these shadows. If you have the Modern Renaissance, I've heard it's similar in the way that you do have fallout. So anywho, I'm going to take this burnt orange color on the blending fluffy side of this brush and just see how this brush performs with this color. I hate this brush. I don't even want to continue using it. I literally hate that. it's not blending very well at all. It's making it patchy. And I already know that this eyeshadow primer is not, it does not make my eyeshadow patchy. So this is a lot better. I'm using a Morphe M441 blending brush. In that same color, just blending that out. I don't want to make it too crazy, so I am going to be using the color Sienna. I'm going to be using my M433 brush. So I'm going to take Sienna and put that right here. Whoa, okay, so that's a lot of pigment, you guys. Dang, that's really pigmented. This is a super pretty color though. I'll show you guys the fallout in the palette. You can see right here where it's been kicked up a little bit, but it's not bad. It's really not the worst thing in the world. Like, I think people over exaggerate a little bit, in my opinion. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of a shimmer shade just because I wanted to do a more simple look, but I feel like I need to try out all the different kinds of shades that are, or the different kinds of shadows that are in the palette. Take this brush, that's just an eyeshadow brush. It's a dual-ended one that I got. What's this say, Naked 3? Yeah, I got it in my Naked 3 palette. So I'm going to be taking Glistening right here and pack that on that brush. And I'm going to take Mario Badescu spray. You can take any spray. And I'm just going to wet that and apply it on the lid. This kind of looks very similar to the shadow I used in my last tutorial, but that's okay. It was not planned. I clearly just gravitate towards very warm tones. So now I have the eyeshadow on. I'm going to pop on some lashes and I'll be back to review the Amrezy highlighter. Okay, so I put a little bit of the sienna color underneath my lower lash line, and now I am going to be trying out the Amrezy Anastasia highlighter. I am going to first pop some of this in my inner corner. So I'm just going to take a M213 brush and just take some of this and place it right in the inner corner, because there wasn't really a shade in the Anastasia palette that I wanted to use for an inner corner highlight. And it's really, really pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, so now I am going to be applying this with my Morphe M310 fan brush and just lightly swirl that around in the highlighter. Oh wow, that's really pretty. I don't know what people are talking about subtle, because dang. Honestly, highlight all depends on the brush you use or just the method of applying it. Some highlighters honestly work best with even like just like your finger. Like it really all just depends. This is definitely not subtle for me, so I don't know what other people are talking about, but I'm just seeing freaking intensity. Now again, it doesn't look as intense on this side, so I don't know. I swear nothing looks as good on this side as this side. Don't know why. Yeah, I really, really like this highlight though. It's super pretty. It doesn't show too much texture. But every highlight I have ever worn has shown at least a little bit of texture, so I'm not really too picky about that because I just kind of expect it. I mean, you're putting something shiny on your face. You gotta expect it to emphasize a little bit of your skin's texture, so not really a big deal to me. I'm not picky about that. I'm going to be taking my fan brush again, and I'm just going to go in between my eyebrows and on my forehead because I always have to highlight my forehead. I think it just makes my skin look more glowy. I love this highlighter. I think it's super, super pretty. I have no complaints with it. The color is exactly what I asked for. I really like the color of this highlighter. I think it's a perfect, very complimentary shade for most skin tones, and I will also swatch it for you guys and tell you about the texture. Texture's really soft, oh my goodness. And it looks beautiful when you swatch that on your finger, and then I will try and show you guys on my hand. The last video I tried to do this in, my LA girl video, it didn't pick up the color very well, the intensity. Okay, so you can see that very clearly. It is intense, honey. Again, don't know what people are talking about a subtle glow. I might just be heavy-handed and put way too much on the brush. I don't know. What is too much highlight? I don't know. Because I ain't never seen it. Okay, so my final thoughts are that both of these are wonderful products. I think that they're awesome. I think that they're worth the price. This is a perfect everyday palette. You just got to be careful with fallout. There's a little bit. You don't dunk your brush into it. Just gently tap and you should be fine. This is an awesome highlight. I think that you can make this subtle and you can also clearly make it intense, obviously. So yeah, I just love both of them. I think they're awesome, and I've seen several people say this about this palette, that if you are somebody who is an aspiring makeup artist, you are somebody who works on a lot of brides for their weddings, this is a great palette. The color scheme is perfect for bridal makeup. It's perfect for really any makeup. Like, it's just, I feel like this is a really good necessity in your palette as a makeup artist, and this is a really universal highlight for the most part. I think on deeper skin tones, I think it goes to an extent. I don't think that it would be the best on really, really deep skin tones. I think it might just leave it too much of a light cast on the skin, but I think you could definitely stretch this to deeper medium skin tones possibly. But overall, I think it's great. It's not a white color. It's light enough to wear on my skin, which is not the lightest, but it's also not very dark. And I mean, I'm just like a few shades away from being super, super light. So, you know, I'm pretty light myself and I can wear this, and I think it's beautiful. Perfect champagne gold color, and it looks very wet, and I just love this so, so much. So if you are curious about buying either one of these, I highly recommend, and I think that they're definitely worth what you spend on them. So that is all I have for today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you would like to see more videos from me. And also, to get notified for those videos, you have to hit the notification bell, because unfortunately YouTube does not notify you if you're subscribed to someone right when they post a video. I don't know why, but they don't. So if you hit the notification bell, you will be guaranteed to see every video that I post when I post it, and you will be the first to see it. So I can't thank you guys enough for watching, and as always, I love you, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. look good now. What is up with that? Girl, this highlight make me look good. I freaking love this highlight. I freaking love it. I freaking love it. My boyfriend makes so much noise on the freaking phone. I just realized he was probably in all of that I just said.